There's something oddly satisfying about watching someone stream themselves eating food. In South Korea, this is called mukbang, and it's been a huge phenomenon for years. There are many big-name South Korean streamers who make their living off of eating meals in front of their computer while garnering thousands of viewers who support them. And the people doing this don't look like what you would expect. The most popular ones are usually petite girls or skinny guys, which is pretty surprising considering how much food they down in one sitting. In Korea, mukbang, and now, with the growing popularity of Western audiences, it's known as social eating on Twitch. So what is it exactly about social eating that is so captivating to watch? Well, there's been a few reports on this by Vice, by the BBC, and other news networks, and through some survey work on my own stream, in which I do occasionally have social eating streams of my own. That's good, right?
Oh, fuck! Oh, shit!
You know what I forgot? I got some motherfucking brown rice, dog. You know what? Let's just fucking... Who cares? Who fucking cares, dude? This brown rice? What do you think, guys? What do you think? Sketchy or... You know what? This is shaped like a piece of fucking bread, so I'm gonna try and eat it like a piece of bread, alright? You know what? In fact, let's dip this shit. You know what? Let's just... Oh! That's how you're supposed to eat it, dude. Oh! I've noticed some reoccurring themes as to why it can be so satisfying to watch. For one, eating good food is a very relatable thing. In the most primal and instinctual way, everybody's gotta eat and everybody loves good food. When you can watch someone who you can interact with on stream eating a good meal, it's a sort of warm, comforting feeling. I think this holds especially true with live streams more so than eating and cooking shows on TV, because those programs tend to be more overproduced and sterile. There's less authenticity to it. But on streams, you really can feel more connected with the streamer. Since there's oftentimes no camera crew, no script, it's just all off the cuff, live and raw. This act of eating on stream for viewers is viewed as a pretty bizarre thing by a lot of people.
The new way to meet and greet on social media.
Users craving interaction are now actually watching people eat.
It's called social eating, a live streaming platform on Twitch, which was known for gaming until now.
It's really a 360-degree social experience.
The PR director at Twitch tells us social eating has been a popular part of South Korean culture for years. Twitch recognized the growing interest through its gaming community and launched this new platform.
I think that's because eating has always been a private affair in most people's lives that they share with their close friends or relatives, but certainly not with thousands of strangers over the internet. Even on popular food programs, the emphasis has always been on the preparation, cooking, or even the culture of a meal, with a small segment for how the meal tasted and the host describing the flavors of the food. And there is definitely a lot to say about those aspects of food, and I love a lot of shows like Anthony Bourdain's, Action Bronson's, Maddie Matheson. They're all great and offer really interesting perspectives on certain dishes, foods, and cultures. But the actual eating process is usually cut down significantly in these programs. Oftentimes, you'll see the hosts of shows eating a sample of food from each place they visit in a given episode. This is of course done to have more locations and show more footage. It makes sense. For example, if Anthony Bourdain sat down for a full meal each time he visited a place on his show, he would be way too full to go to a dozen places for filming. This is of course totally understandable, but for me, sometimes it's almost like cutting out the best part: eating. Which is another reason why I think social eating streams can be so entertaining. It gets right to the point with no frills or pretentiousness. In most cases, it's just an average guy or girl sitting in their room stuffing their face with good food while you watch, salivating after every tongue-smacking mouthful eaten by the streamer. Which, by the way, is a pretty essential part of these social eating streams. The various sounds of munching, chewing, sucking, slurping, and yes, moaning that's associated with eating some good food. Wait a second. Wait a second. Can you guys see this? You guys see that? Hold on. Fucking clear up. Oh my god, clear it up, you son of a bitch. Dude, there's a fucking hair. In a strange way, watching someone socially eat is like sharing a meal with them no matter how far apart you may be. It simulates a very personal connection. Throughout history, bonding over meals has been a cornerstone of every culture. It harkens back to our ancestors who would spend their entire day hunting and preparing food that they would then share with their tribe or family at the end of the day. Granted, interacting with someone eating through your computer screen is about as disconnected from nature and hunting as you can get, but it's sort of a modern, digital-aged version of that. I would argue that, despite how different the lifestyles of humans are in this day and age, in an odd way, social eating taps into those desires for bonding and feasting with others. In addition to all of this, it's undeniable that a big part of social eating and eating on streams is about the indulgence and the gluttony of it. It's kind of amusing to watch someone just sit there and pig out on a huge meal while talking to the chat. And there is always a lot of food, an overabundance of food in fact, because these streams usually go on for like an hour or so. Because even if you would normally only eat for 10 minutes, obviously that wouldn't make for a very good stream, so you have to stretch it out and eat a lot of food for the sake of the stream. Believe it or not, social eating can connect people across the world over a meal. Watching someone else eat can be secondhand satisfaction for those primal instincts and cravings that we all have. So the next time you're on Twitch, browse the social eating section. You might just enjoy watching someone sitting at their computer eating a nice meal.
Right now, you have the urge to eat something. When it's through, if you still want to eat, then you're probably really hungry. Think about what I'm saying.
FAT, that is me, but I didn't used to be. I was hot, I was hungry, I was loose, I was free. Then I waited in the line for some burgers and some fries. Supersize, that'd be nice, take a bite and close your eyes. Round two, what do? I can barely walk around. Jenny Craig, Richard Simmons, but I still love to pound. Hamburgers, Coca-Cola, getting gas from too much soda. Double, chunky, hope this meal is never over. The world is round, and so am I. Big boys, big girls with real big thighs. Supersize, the American way. Throw it down all day, every day. Supersize, the American way. Getting fat, getting broke, either way you're gonna pay. Supersize me. Supersize me. Supersize me. Supersize me.